So, good moon continuity for once.
Moon continuity checks out. Generic intro in the deck goes. I'm here back with another episode of Overanalyzing Avatar. Today we have returned to Omashu, where I believe we meet Ty Lee and MAI. I think it's when Azula goes and recruits him, which is going to be awesome. These are two awesome characters, very yin and yang kind of characters. You want to check my reaction to the last video I did, which was the Cave of Two Lovers, aka Secret Tunnel. I'll leave it right up there. I'll leave a link down below in the description. Also, good to be in a playlist on my channel. All mother Overanalyzing Avatar reactions go in chronological order. Had to make sure it's in chronological order because YouTube, for some reason, really doesn't like playlists to be in chronological order. YouTubers like to mess up their playlist order and make it like newest to oldest. It just makes no sense, and YouTube likes to just jumble them up and make absolutely no sense. It's just really, really weird. I read all your comments. Now, the Cave of Two Lovers has not gone public. Actually, patrons don't even have it yet at the time of recording this video, because the past week I've been doing a whole lot of crazy stuff. I've been different time zones, different climates, the whole lot of traveling. So I'm having to record videos ahead of time, edit videos ahead of time, but you're still gonna get the same amount of videos throughout the week. It's gonna be like I actually never went on vacation. So it's not really a vacation, just kind of like taking the weekend, taking some time to myself and with some friends. It's gonna be awesome, but I do read all your comments and respond to a lot of them as well. Hope you're subscribed to see them in future videos. But let's go ahead and jump into Return to Omashu. Alright. Oh, my friends aren't trying to crucify me anymore.
Really cool detail that the Fire Nation
Literally
covered up the outer walls of Omashu, which used to be made of stone, with metal, which prevents any unwanted escapes or breaches from the outside.
Yeah,
it's
they can't
detail
just
that's not
make a
mentioned
hole.
once in the entire episode, but it's still necessary for the episode to make sense.
It also really shows how cool it looks.
Right after Aang, but then he's at the back of the line, so we can get this gag. Sokka, for the love of God, close your mouth.
Yeah, no, that's disgusting.
Sokka's shown to be totally without any pentapusses on him in this shot, but then in the next shot, they're all over him.
Oh. Little, oh god.
What are you kids doing out past curfew?
We were just on our way home.
You think the Fire Nation is just gonna be that nice?
Wait, what's the matter with him?
It's super weird that the guards noticed the back of Sokka's neck that
But
just
not
has a
Aang's.
few marks on it, instead of the back of Aang's neck
Which
that
has a blue
giant,
line.
solid blue line. Not to mention, public enemy number one of the Fire Nation is a kid with solid blue line tattoos. Moon continuity. We're at a full moon again here, but has it really been a month since the North Pole? Upon further inspection, and this arrow line from 2 episodes ago.
Who knew floating on a piece of driftwood for 3 weeks with
Oh.
no food or water?
Yeah,
Oh.
it probably has. So, good moon continuity for once.
Moon continuity checks out.
Traveling with a royal procession may no longer be an option, may no longer be wise if you hope
These
to
two.
keep the element of surprise.
Why do
No.
Lo and Lee go with this toil, boil, and bubble shit here and
What?
only here? Would have been a fun gag to have them always rhyming, or it could have gotten really old. Not sure. Regardless,
I think it would have
they
gotten
only
old.
do it here.
There really is no fathoming the depths of my hatred for this place.
She's so emo.
Alright, character introduction line analysis time. This might be the one that's even a little bit too on the nose, honestly. Like, yeah,
Why?
May's a downer, but she's not one to just start spitting slam poetry out of nowhere. Despite that, it still
Yeah.
does get her character across in the first line or so. So, mission accomplished.
And her voice actor did a great job.
Approaching. Take them out.
Take them out. I like how they're just like targets. Oh, he's gonna kill those people.
This is an attempted political assassination. We'll just check that one off the list.
Yeah,
Alright,
the
so
list.
May throws this volley of like hand arrows or whatever, and Aang dodges. But to dodge, Aang jumps on top of this thing, which is like a 10-foot jump. Red flag, man. Someone
What do
must
you
have
mean?
saw that and been like, dude, no one's got that kind of vertical. That dude's
Yeah.
an airbender. Overall, despite the
True.
first line being
I
a
mean,
little
there's
funky,
crazy
this is
things.
a great first scene for May. Bored with it all and always looking for something exciting to happen. It's a super interesting character trait that a character can be so bored that they always want something to do, even
Yeah.
if that means wanting something to go wrong or needing to fight. The way May sighs
But
at the
she
end
can
of the
fight
confrontation
really
is
well.
honestly a better first line for May than her actual first line, if you ask me.
How'd that even happen? Ty Lee.
Kylie, could that possibly be you?
Love Ty Lee. No.
Azula!
Ty Lee, on the other hand, has a perfect first line. It's just her saying Azula happily.
Very,
but the
very
juxtaposition
excited.
Of literally every other person's view of Azula against Ty Lee's
Everybody
tone
sees it like,
says a lot.
"Hi."
She's bubbly and bright, but your brain fills in the blanks that she's obviously got some shit if she's good enough friends to hug Azula and be on the first on Azula's list to draft into her crack squad.
Certainly our parents didn't send us to the Royal Fire Academy for girls to end up in places like this.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
circus.
great joke, Avatar. But check this out. There's a platypus bear cub in the background here.
Yeah.
Weird that the Fire Nation flags around the circus don't have the little strips of cloth coming off them.
That show
Maybe
that's
it's just a
like
military
fire.
thing. Also, look
Might
at
be.
this visual storytelling. We get that Ty Lee is in a circus from the establishing shot, but during her conversation with Azula, she's doing all these crazy poses and stretches. So the viewer immediately gets what she does at the circus. That
Yeah,
kind of
she's
element
like a-
would have
what,
been lost
trapeze?
if they just had a conversation while
Trapeze
sitting down
artist?
for tea, or she would have just had to awkwardly drop it into the conversation, which would have felt a lot weaker. It's the little stuff like this that Avatar does so well.
So,
Yeah,
is
Avatar's
King Boomy with
amazing.
you guys?
But this, I feel like I've asked the
he
question. Have they
leading
done
the
anything
resistance?
other than Korra?
Of course not. The day of the invasion, we readied ourselves for battle. We were prepared to defend our city, to fight for our lives and for our freedom.
And Boomy was like, no.
But before we even had a chance, King Boomy surrendered.
Yeah.
Boomy's on this whole neutral Jing shit this episode, which is fine, cool lesson, but
Yeah, I mean,
expecting his
you don't
entire
question old
city
man.
to just fall into line and be fine with being annexed and put under mandatory curfews and who knows what else is just bad leadership, plain and simple. In the end, with him taking back Omashu by himself, it did lead to
By
no
himself.
casualties on his people's end, but taking himself out of the game until an eclipse he had no idea was coming, I don't
He
know,
gets
man,
rid of the
that should have him
flexibility.
be thrown at the very least.
Wait,
You're
he didn't
all
know it
about
was
to
coming?
come down with a nasty case of pentapox.
This
That
is
can't
the kind
feel
of thing
fun.
you can only really get away with pulling off in a few minutes in a cartoon. In live action, this would feel pretty silly. So, kudos on using the form of media to your advantage, I guess.
yeah.
This army guide describes thousands of citizens needing to escape,
But there's thousands of citizens that
But
need
how
to
many is
leave.
there actually?
but we never see more than 100 probably. This really doesn't feel like the population of an entire city. Also, no guards anywhere
Well,
that
they probably
saw the
shipped some off.
thousands of citizens congregating in one area, then alerted someone, or even asked what was going on. Why does Aang do these little trapeze steps? It's always weirded me out. Why does he do it?
I
He
don't-
just jumps
what?
up anyway. Why do they have Flopsy pushing a cone in the barbarian wheel? Is he powering something?
I don't
Seems like they
know.
have plenty of coal power by the looks of the sky.
Yeah,
what
what-
is Flopsy powering?
Where is that even connected to? Oh no, Momo. Oh no, child. Poor, no, it's a child. Poor Momo. Yeah, that's me too.
How
When
the
a child.
fuck did this kid get up here? Another weird rendition of the Fire Nation theme? I guess it's kind of circusy. Flopsy's little back tuft of fur here, instead of its usual gray, is orange for some reason.
I can't wait
Huh?
to see how you'll top yourself tomorrow.
I'm sorry, Azula, but unfortunately there won't be a show tomorrow.
Why not?
Really?
The universe is giving me strong hints that it's time for a career change. I want to join you on your mission.
This moment has always
Sure.
struck me a little strangely. I get the idea is that Ty Lee gets that Azula is going to make her life a living hell until she joins the mission. But that's with hindsight. All we really know about Ty Lee at this point is that she's bubbly, believes in stuff like auras, and speaks really cutely. That pretty much adds up to a viewer thinking she's an airhead. So I don't think this moment
She is an
clear enough
airhead.
that she actually gets it. And this universe is giving me strong signs line is a coy way of
You know
saying
she
that
collects
gets it.
crystals.
It's too easy to think that that's exactly what Ty Lee believes at this point. And she's just dumb, in my opinion, at least.
Boomerang.
No! Bad Fire Nation, baby.
Oh, well.
Oh my god, Katara just actually fully backhand Sokka here. What the hell, dude?
Messenger Hawk.
That's funny.
It's from the Fire Nation governor. He thinks we kidnapped his son. So he
did
wants
we?
to make a trade. His son for King Boomy.
That's good.
That's
You
good.
stay here.
That's a
May
crazy
will handle
trade.
the hostage trade, so you don't have a chance to mess it up. And there is no more Omashu. I am renaming it in honor of my father.
To what?
The city of New Ozai.
Huh, well that's lucky. We're already making a big Ozai statue.
Yeah, that's
Funny how
convenient.
stuff works out like that.
Yeah.
Brought my brother?
He's here.
So,
We're
I
ready
mean,
to trade.
I'm
I
sorry,
had a
but
nephew that
thought
was just
occurred
born
to me. Too
Saturday.
late.
Of course not, Princess Azula.
Keep this in mind. May specifically calls her Princess Azula here. I'm going to bring that up again in a few episodes. This
Why?
scaffolding battleground is actually a repurposed idea from the unaired Avatar pilot. If you've never seen it,
I haven't
it's on
seen it.
YouTube if you search it up. It's pretty easy to find. Unfortunately, they
Reaction to
basically
the
don't
unaired-
use it at all, and they decide to do the slide fight instead. I think
Is
it's
that
missed
a scene from
opportunity.
it? Yeah.
If they used both the scaffolding and the slide, this could have been a standout Avatar fight. Another blink and you'll miss it. This shot actually shows Ty Lee jump down to a lower floor before she punches Sokka in the foot a few seconds later. Sick block,
Oh.
Katara. Seems a little needlessly complicated, but still,
It works.
sick block, I guess.
guess,
Even
yeah.
though I'm disappointed they didn't use the scaffolding more, the slide fight idea is still really cool, and one that feels organic to the world since we set
So
up
why
the
was the
slides
pilot
almost an entire
there?
season ago now. So this shot, it shows Azula definitely within the tunnel of overhanging beams already, but in
Uh-huh.
this next shot, when
She's
Aang
not
takes
even
them all
there yet.
down, she's not even close to them yet.
Whoa. The continuity. Ty Lee with her witchcraft.
Odd that Ty Lee opts to use just the take your bending away pressure points here
and
instead
not
of the full-on make you not be able to move your body pressure
paralysis,
points.
yeah.
Seems like one is just objectively better.
How are you gonna fight without your bending?
That's a good way to introduce it, I guess. Boomerang.
I threw that shit before I walked in the room.
What is that sound clip from? Saving Boomy.
Never mind. This
What
is
is
the
it,
most
Mortal Kombat?
accurate use of bending in the entire show, easily. Holy shit! I know Boomy's playing it off like it's not a big deal, but I bet even he's like, "Oh my god, that was nuts." Ever notice how
Stopped
Boomy's eyes
himself.
are two different shades of green? Even back in season 1 too. That's pretty neat.
I guess he's
would
old.
say.
That's why you surrendered, isn't it?
Yes, and it's why I can't leave now.
I
Doesn't
really
he go
don't
back
like
up
what
the
this does to
slide?
Boomy. I get it. He's the crazy king. He's wacky. That doesn't change the fact that he fucked people over. I still like him. Just this was pretty lame of him.
Yeah, he goes back up the slide.
hey,
Also, if
guys.
any scenes that were blurred, it's because copyright. I had no issues. Or no, I had issues. I had no choice. The last one took like 6 or 7
This
attempts.
is really nice. I love that Aang doesn't stay and take the credit and try to take some kind of stance on how he's the good guy and May's parents are evil. This is how a real hero acts. So this episode is kind of bad, right? It
Is it?
just feels mediocre. Everything feels really cartoonish,
not
from the
a
fake
super
plague to the Mr.
standout,
Magoo baby
but-
to even May, if I'm being honest. May's far too cold in this
It was an
episode.
introduction
It doesn't
episode.
feel like the May we see in the rest of the series. It doesn't seem like she cares about her little brother being captured at all. This is the beginning of a one-note character, but luckily she does get fleshed out. But I really
Thankfully.
don't think it's a strong episode for her. Ty Lee does well, though. It's different because the audience sees later that that's just the way she is, but it doesn't make her
just the way
stupid.
she
Boomy,
is.
you know, I don't
What
like
a
it,
apt
but it is what it is. So yeah,
description.
this is definitely not one of my favorite episodes. Patron shoutouts. If you want to be
Oh,
one
Lord.
episode ahead and see the next Overanalyzing Avatar right now, it's available on Patreon.
You can get mine for a day
just
early,
$2.
$3 a
You'll be
month.
one episode ahead of YouTube going forward if you support me on there. Biggest shoutout of all to Fritz Sullivan, who I saw rescue 4 cats from 4 different trees in the same day. That was a crazy day. Other absolutely huge shoutouts go to my other top patrons.
Cats are
D.
crazy.
Valentine, Code Canuck, Derek Cornwell, DJ Jax, Do Mutual Aid, Garmer,
What?
Glintlock, Mana, Nicholas Abbott, Pippin, Parker, Opsicopoulos, Glass,
Op-
Skylo, Super
Opsicopoulos.
Snipper, and Tiago Nascimento. Next up is The Swamp, which is,
The Swamp.
let's just say,
I'm not a
can't wait
huge
to get to
fan.
The Blind Bandit. The Blind Bandit's really good.
I'm not super big fan of the swamp just because like I just found the swamp people to be really gross, and like I said, I'm a germaphobe. I grew up a germaphobe. I'm still a germaphobe. So seeing like swamp water and these people, and they're just like not wearing a lot of clothes, and they're in a swamp, and it's humid and sweaty and it's super gross, and just also that giant monster sounds absolutely terrifying. And also, you know, being surrounded by water and all the creatures that are in a swamp, it's just not exactly the best place to be. But this episode was returned to Omashu. It wasn't terrible. I liked the introduction of Ty Lee and May. Completely forgot about May's little brother. Completely forgot about that being captured. Somebody who said it to me, absolutely. But if you would have asked me to describe like Avatar, I would have completely left out the kidnapping of May's little brother. Completely would have left that out. It just doesn't cross my mind. I remember Boomy like going up the slide and stuff and surrendering on purpose, and I remember the octopus and stuff like that. But the child, not a clue. Just block the child out of my memory. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to reading your comments. Kemp Dog's gonna have a really good comment down below. Is Caleb? Caleb, are you the one that's doing the fun facts down in the comment section? I think it is. I don't know. I read every single comment, so leave some down below. But until the next video, take care and keep the music.